Hello everyone. Today we shall be doing Act 2, Scene 2 of Julius Caesar. In Scene 2 of Act 2, the whole scene is taking place at Caesar's house. Caesar's house was called Domus Publica, and it was the official residence of Pontifex Maximus, an office held by Caesar at that particular time. The Pontifex was a college of priests, and the head of this college was called Pontifex Maximus, and who was the supreme authority in things sacred. Now, how is this scene, Act 2, Scene 2, connected with the previous two scenes? It is still the same night, and the storm is raging with thunder and lightning. The symbolic association of the storm with violence in the world of men is present again at the beginning of the scene. The scene is also linked with the previous scene in another way. We have just seen Brutus and Portia, and now we have Caesar and his wife, Calpurnia. In both cases, the women are apprehensive and the men try not to listen or disregard their wives and proceed with what they are about to do. It is then that Caesar enters the scene in his dressing gown. Caesar comments that neither heaven nor earth have been peaceful that night. It was a tempestuous night. And therefore, the storm rages on as Caesar's wife, Calpurnia, has a dream in which her husband, Caesar, is murdered. She urges him not to leave the house that day, citing strange occurrences such as the dead rising from the graves and the sound of battle in the air. However, Caesar is undeterred, insisting that these disturbances do not pertain to him specifically, and that he does not fear death. A servant then arrives with a message from Caesar's spiritual advisors, warning him not to go out. But Caesar still refuses to listen. Calpurnia makes another attempt to persuade him not to leave the house, suggesting that he send Mark Antony instead to the Senate in his place, pretending that he is sick. Eventually, Caesar agrees to stay at home, but Decius enters the scene to escort him to the Senate. Though Caesar initially refuses to go, but Decius warns him that Senate may laugh at him if he does not give a reason for his absence. And Caesar eventually agrees to attend, swayed by the prospect of being crowned by the Senate. As they all prepare to leave, including Brutus and other conspirators, 'Conspirators', 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 ' Publius and Antony and Caesar invites them all to share some wine with him. And with that, the scene ends. Now, why is this scene important? This scene is significant due to many reasons. Because it establishes the motive of foreshadowing, as California's dream serves an ominous sign of Caesar's impending death. The scene also establishes the themes of ambition and power, as it is Caesar's ambition which leads him to disregard his wife's warning, and he agrees to attend the ceremony despite the potential danger. The scene also brings out the manipulation skills of Decius Brutus and how he uses them to convince Caesar to go to the capital despite the warning. We also find the theme of loyalty, as California is loyal to Caesar and is worried about his safety. And it also shows the theme of betrayal, as Decius Brutus betrays Caesar's trust by convincing him to go to the capital, where he knows that an assassination plot awaits him. Therefore, the scene adds to the ominous atmosphere by opening with a thunderstorm, which symbolizes or foreshadows the tragic events that are to happen. Caesar is presented with this ominous warning, but he chooses to ignore it, indicating his confidence in his own power of invincibility. It also shows Caesar's ambition can cloud his judgment and lead to the tragic events which are going to unfold. Therefore, who all characters are introduced in this scene? California, Caesar's wife, who is loyal to him and is worried about his safety. And it also highlights the relationship between Caesar and California and how it could be affected by the political crime. Therefore, with this, I have given an overview of the whole scene, and now I shall attempt to explain to you the important lines of the scene. Thank you for watching and stay tuned for more.